The shadow beyond the gate. The gate was not built by human hands. At least that was what the old storytellers claimed, those whose voices trembled as they spoke of it beside dying fires. They said it had appeared, not been made. One night, long before the village had a name, the earth split at the forest's edge, and from that wound rose an iron gate, black as charcoal, cold as forgotten things. And behind it, something that was never meant to be seen. But stories fade, warnings weaken, and curiosity, as always, survives. Harry had heard the tales all his life, but he never believed them. To him, the gate was nothing more than a relic, an abandoned structure swallowed by vines and time. A thing villagers feared because fear was easier than understanding. So when the moon turned red that night, thick and heavy like a bleeding eye, Harry made a decision. He would go to the gate, not to prove anything, just to see. The forest did not welcome him. The deeper he walked, the quieter the world became. Crickets stopped singing, leaves refused to rustle. Even the wind seemed to lose its way among the trees. By the time he reached the clearing, silence had become something alive. And there it stood. The gate, taller than he imagined, its iron bars twisted into unnatural patterns, as though they had grown instead of being forged. Strange symbols crawled across its surface, symbols that seemed to shift when he looked at them too long. Harry exhaled slowly. So this is what everyone is afraid of. He stepped closer. The air turned sharp in his lungs. And then, the shadow moved. At first, he thought it was a trick of the moonlight, a distortion, but no light touched that shape. It existed on its own, thick and absolute, clinging to the space just beyond the gate. It didn't step forward. It didn't need to. It simply became visible. Harry's heartbeat slowed, not out of calm, but something stranger. Something heavier. "What are you?" he asked. The question slipped out before he could stop it. The shadow stretched, rising taller, folding into itself like a living storm. Then it answered, but not with sound, with presence, a thought that was not his own pressed into his mind. "You came back." Harry frowned. "Back? I've never been here before." The shadow flickered, then shifted, and suddenly, he saw it. Not clearly, not fully, but enough. A memory that wasn't his. A boy, standing at the same gate, reaching out, calling into the darkness. The image vanished. Harry staggered backward. What was that? "A beginning," the shadow replied. The gate rattled. A deep metallic groan rolled through the clearing, echoing into the trees. Harry's chest tightened. "You're trying to get out." The shadow tilted, curious. "No." Gate trembled harder. Rust flaked away like ash. "I am waiting." "For what?" Harry demanded. The shadow leaned closer, not moving forward, but pressing against something invisible, something holding it back. "For you to remember." The ground beneath Harry's feet shifted, not physically but in feeling, like standing on something hollow. His thoughts blurred, fragments of dreams he couldn't place. A voice he had heard before, but not in waking life. A promise. A door. He shook his head violently. "No, no, this isn't real." The shadow pulsed. "You opened it once." The gate shuddered violently. One hinge cracked. Harry's breath hitched. "I don't even know what you are." The first time the shadow changed. It drew inward, condensed, and then it took shape. A person. A figure standing just beyond the bars. Its face, but older, hollow, eyes dark like endless wells.